Hi everyone, how are you? It is Professor Jones. Crazy week, right? I don't know what is going on in the world, but well, I know what's going on in the world, but just in general, in our little worlds, it seems like everything's a little upside down this week. And I have to admit that I kind of appreciate it when communication goes sideways in class because it gives us all an opportunity to watch it unfold and then see how we can bring it back together. So, first of all, I want to say really great job. It happened this week on Monday when things just went off the tracks. And when I logged into Canvas and there were all these emails, I was like, oh no, something is wrong. And of course it was. Things weren't clear, people weren't sure, everyone's not following the same process of reading the material in a very chronological manner as I presented it. Some people read everything and it's still not clear. So a few people did read everything and it was clear, but either way it was a big mess. And so as soon as I put out the notice, let's regroup, everybody did. And that's no small thing, especially online and especially with people you don't really know, and especially for those of you in a group. And the individual speakers, same thing. You went ahead and emailed what you needed. You said you needed clarity places. And I got to have some really great discussions. And I say discussions, not emails, because that's how it felt. And that is really a great thing. I love to see that because I am shocked that communication happens at all. We all miscommunicate in ways we have no clue about. And so somebody is out there walking around right now thinking they know what you meant and they didn't at all. And you think you've communicated and you haven't. And the best news is when, especially in a classroom, that students communicate that. And I thought that was really great. And it also gave me a chance to kind of go back and look at the assignment and look at how do we get here so that I could backtrack a little bit. And every class is different. So even though the classes and the material are the same, the people aren't. And so being aware of that, both on your side and my side, is a great thing. So I really appreciated all of that. And I want you to know that I think you're doing a really great job. And it gave me a chance to sort of go back and take stock of how I laid out the information. So I changed the PSA assignment format only in that I added the guidelines for the groups, and I also added in the expanded time for your project so that if you need a little bit more room to make your points and to present the information that you've prepared, you've got it. So that is all there. I moved it to the front page. So now when you log on, you don't really need the information that I had there from the beginning, but you might just need a little nudge or a reminder of what we're doing with the PSA assignment. So I put that in there. And then I want to show you that the individual stuff is in blue and the group project stuff is in purple, and then something that applies to everyone is in red. So I've changed that. So it's updated, the rubric is updated, the times are updated, both in the modules, and then I've shared this page with the front page so that everything is right there. And hopefully that makes sense because I broke a cardinal rule of communication in the fact that I broke the protocol. I had established a protocol of communication, right? Everything's in the modules. This is how it's laid out. And we're into it now. So you're used to a certain format. But for the groups, I didn't communicate that way. That's my bad. That's my bad. And you might recognize that sometimes. Let's say you're someone who always calls your girlfriend and then suddenly you start texting. They think something's wrong. That's because there probably is, right? There's a disconnect. Because if you've done the calling all the time and now suddenly you're more distant, you're creating distance in your mediated communication with text, something's off. It breeds insecurity, unknown, nobody knows what's happening. And so I really just appreciate all the feedback I got. People saying, hey, look, what's happening? I don't know what's going on. And then I could go in and go, oh, yeah, I see that. So I want to tell you that. I want to tell you that I appreciate it. You're helping me to be a better teacher as much as I hope I'm helping you to be a better student and a better communicator. And that's what it's all about, that we're working together to improve. And that goes for all of us. Miscommunication is never just about one person or no one's fault unless someone is refusing to communicate. Then yes, but it's nobody's fault. People just need different things when they're communicating. And if you figure that out and then can give it to one another, communication soars. If you don't, then it flops. And so I want to just tell you that I think you're all doing a really great job. And if this is clear, great, please let me know. And if it still doesn't make any sense, then please also let me know. Okay, I want to make sure that you enjoy this assignment and that you're not left out in the dark, not knowing what you're doing. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks again for all your hard work. I'm really enjoying this class, and it's been really fascinating to watch all the great interaction. So keep it up. Keep up the good work. Okay. Bye.